West, they like to pay attention to details. They like to know the who, the what, the when, the where, the why before asking the people that ask like 500 questions before you start something. And then the South, they're caring. They like to know that everyone's feelings have been taken into consideration and that their voices have been heard before acting. I like to point out, like, though you can be one, maybe one or two, the most, but everybody has a little bit of all of these in them. And for instance, I feel like I have two of them, the South and the West. So we're gonna have an activity for you guys to do. The room, we tried to set it up like a compass. It's really hard with this room. So there's the North in the back, which is supposed to be on this wall, the West, the South, and the East. Like a real compass, the directions. Thank you. And the North.
Yeah, we analyzed that. We noticed.
And
before we even finish saying go, you had number one up there, and ambitious was the word she had. I mean, actually, look at her. She's already on.
She's already started. Before there were other groups.
So you guys are like to the team.
And, yes. And you guys were very proud of the fact that you finished first. Me. So the East, what I noticed, I'm a Southwest, so that's why I noticed all this little stuff. You guys actually kind of went in a circle. Like, there's other groups, like there was a line here. Everybody wanted the marker over here. They were taking their time because they didn't want to get the marker because they wanted to make sure everybody had the marker. And you guys were in a circle. Like, you guys were all looking at it at once before you. And I was worried, like, are they going to get it done? And then they ended up getting it done. So that's something that I noticed. I want to say about the South, you guys are going back in, they really did want to make sure that everybody had a say, almost to the point where they might not have finished, because they asked me 3 questions, like, are we doing this, are we sure it's this? They didn't want to put anybody's group in unless they were sure it was the correct answer.
And if you notice, she apologized several times
within the group. And they were the ones that definitely, for number 2 questions, right, they're very honest about maybe their feelings. It's also good, even with parents and with the students, because sometimes we want to group, as you said, students together, and you never know, there's different ways to work with students, and we also put it in the best ways to work with them. I look at this all the time, because sometimes as a Southwest, I get really frustrated, and I'm like, well, this person really thinks that they can add something to it, I would just do it different. So these are just little tips of maybe how to work with them to make, because everybody has the same goals in here. We want it better for our kids, right? So as long as we remember that would be great. So is there anything surprising that you guys learned, or anything that you, what do you think you guys can take away? So I have a question. For those who said they've done it before, did it feel any different doing it again? Because I feel like every time I do it, it's maybe like a, oh wow, I remember something different. Or I think maybe because we get so lost into our everyday that you forget that, like, maybe I need to be a little bit more patient with